Hi guys, nice to have you back on our channel. And today we're going to be talking about a trending story that we believe that most of you would have seen online. And we want you to stay tuned and don't go anywhere.
The topic basically is just what is a general knowledge, like what our mothers used to say: a wise woman builds her home. Like that is just the topic. Well, probably with our own generation or with what is happening in this era. How about we say a wise couple builds their home? Because I've come to realize it's not only the woman that enjoys the benefit of marriage. Why is it not the woman that will build the home? It's not only the woman that. I mean, what do you think?
Yes, I totally understand what you're saying. Our parents and stuff, they believe that for a home to be sweet, rosy, to be filled with happiness and all, you as a woman of the house need to be the one to initiate everything. You get, like, you are the one that will ensure that there is happiness in that home. So you have to do everything within your power to make sure that you uphold that happiness. You also mentioned that it's not about the wife alone, it's about both the couples ensuring that they uphold the happiness in the home. And I totally support that. I'm not saying that it has changed. I won't say it has changed, but I will say in this generation it's been modified. And we need to know that if you are still living in that old era, you need to understand that both wife and the husband need to come together to make the home a happy home. So that's 100%. That's what I believe.
I think this stems from the Bible, because they say the Proverbs 20-something woman. What's
28? Proverbs 28 woman.
I think that's where
the virtuous woman. Yeah.
That's where the a wise woman builds her home. That's where it comes from. But that's the Old Testament. In Ephesians 5, honestly, I don't know the verse, but it talked about the woman should respect their husband,
and the husband should love their wife
as much as the
Lord
loved the church.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ gave himself like this and died on the cross for his people. Can men of these days do that for their family?
And because that's the greatest love of all, like,
exactly. And they want their wife to be submissive. Okay, they are not taking a part from the Bible that I want my wife to be submissive, but you die for your family. Do you understand? I'm not saying you should die for your family. I'm not. It's see, whatever works for you.
Nobody is dying for
nobody is dying for anyone. But what I just feel like, what I think or what I believe is, respect is earned. If you are behaving anyhow, you are behaving like you're having gutter behavior.
Obviously, you will not get a good.
How would someone respect you if you are not? You understand? But if someone is behaving like a foolish man, and yet people are telling the wife to keep respecting this foolish man, keep adoring him and being submissive to a foolish man, do you think this home is going to head in the right direction?
It's not going to head in the right direction. You made mention of something earlier that people trying to remove one part of a scripture, just pick which one you think will favor you.
Exactly.
So which is totally wrong, and it happens a lot of people do that, and I believe it's not right. And also I will add that the Bible is the word of God and is truth, so we're not going to go against that. Maybe I'm giving you a good energy and you're not giving back the good energy. Obviously you're not going to. I can't keep giving you a good energy. It's either we part ways. But we're talking about marriage here, which most people believe that it's marriage is an institution whereby you can accept anything, which now it has, like, a lot of things has changed. I know you can be like, yes, you can accept anything. As the wife, you are the one that can make your home stand. So if your husband does this, you have to be the one to still apologize for what your husband has done wrong, which is not right. Like, it's not right. And there's no way there will be happiness in that home. There's no way joy can be in that home. If as a wife I'm expected to respect my husband, the Bible has said, also instructed the man also to love the wife. So it's a two-way thing. You can't be like you hate your wife. Just imagine you don't love your wife and you're expecting your wife to respect you.
It doesn't work that way.
Does that make sense? No, it doesn't make any sense. And I don't think that can happen in this new age. If we talk about even if we talk about our mothers that said the woman will be the one to uphold the family happiness and stuff. Most of them, they went through a lot in their marriage. It's not like they were happy. They were forced to respect. It's not like it came out, like if you ask a lot of them to talk about these things now, I'm sure they will tell you. And it's a long discussion that if they start today, they can never finish, even till they die. Because they're going to have a lot to talk about. A lot of mothers now, they hold grudges even against their dead husband because of what they believe that they've been through in the marriage. You get, the love was never there, but they still had to respect, which is not fair. You get,
for their mental health. Honestly, I don't know how some people pretend like fire is burning you and yet you keep this. You look after your babies, your children.
That is it.
That is how they said a virtuous woman builds the home. I just feel like it should be like both the man and the woman should build the home together, because it's not only the woman that is enjoying the benefits of marriage. I used to believe a man enjoys more from marriage than the woman.
It's at the end of the day, it still depends on the home. Both parties are like, once it becomes that one person is enjoying what that is no longer like, and I'm sure that is not the purpose of marriage. At the end of the day, both parties are meant to have, because we are talking about a life, like a journey for life. And we've made this vow on the altar that this is the way, to love ourselves, to be there for each other in sickness, in wealth, to do us part. So I believe that we're supposed to both enjoy the fruit of that marriage. Like, it's not supposed to be one side. I understand that it happens. A woman will go through a lot of things in our marriage, with childbirth, being stressed about taking care of the home is a lot. And we believe that the men tends to not do much at the end of the day. So they are pardoned for a lot of things compared to we women.
Men have a lot of free will, like they can do this, freedom. Do that, but the woman is caged in a position. Don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. You have a lot of restrictions, whereas the man has got a lot of things that he can do and get away with,
which is not supposed
which is
to
not
be
fair.
Which is not supposed to
so
be.
That's why I said sometimes I feel like men enjoys marriage more than the woman. But like I said, when it comes to building your home, it should be both the man and the woman. In my opinion, is collaborating with the wife to build their house together, to build their home together.
They said something that a happy wife is a happy home. A wife can only be happy if you as the husband is making her happy.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
And if you're making your wife happy and she's happy, definitely you will be happy because she's going to make everything soft and good for you. Our mothers did, or the previous generation did, is they forgo everything just to make their husband happy, just to satisfy their husband and to
because
make
of
their
the children,
they do everything. What will people say? What will people say? What will people say?
Even if they are going through domestic violence, they will still stick.
Cheating husband, like a lot of
husband beating their wife. That generation, Jesus, and because they will still be like, don't leave. I know. Yeah, divorce is not right. But sometimes marriage. I know we make a lot of mistakes, or maybe we misunderstand something sometimes. You can imagine us not involving God at the beginning of the marriage. Like, maybe you get married without God being involved, and now you are married, you are experiencing a lot of trouble, domestic violence that if you are not even careful, you might end up killing each other, and you are saying you don't want to get married because of the divorce is not right. When God was never even involved,
it was not in the foundation.
God, but because if God was involved, you guys would have seen. I know sometimes people change in marriage. A lot of things happen during marriage. A lot of things can happen, but there are still some things that you would have known during your relationship. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And experiencing domestic violence in marriage, that's it's a ground that can lead to divorce, because they will even tell you at the end of the day, if one person will end up killing the other, why will you say because of your belief you will stay?
Yes.
Like, people are literally dying.
Have you forgotten this
either Christian or
this
exactly.
artist?
And I'm very sure at the point a lot of people would have advised her based on her belief that hey, just stay. What will people say?
Manage it. It will change. My sister, they don't just change that way. Please.
I'm sure God will even be happy that you leave a place where there is no peace of mind. So holding women like
accountable
for
the wrongdoings of the man. Oh yeah, that brings us to our dilemma of today.
Yes, please. We need to go to the story, because now I'm getting emotional about this right now.
So the dilemma. I think you guys must have seen this video that is going around.
Yeah.
Okay. This video that is going around about a man that was feeling out of touch with his wife, not sexually attracted to the woman.
Yeah.
He feels like the woman is a death bag. He didn't use that word. Forgive me.
He didn't use that word.
It was just like
it's no longer emotionally attached to the woman. Sexually,
emotionally, everything. Yeah. So he just feels off. So this man carried his 2 legs and went to meet the wife's mentor to report the wife. And the mentor apologized on behalf of the wife. So, it wasn't a third party narrating the story. It was this man himself that was giving the story. So it was coming from the horse's mouth. So it's not them say. He said it himself. So yeah, this man said the wife's mentor apologized on behalf of the wife, and then the wife made the wife tried to spice things up in the marriage by taking them out. Took the man out to an hotel with roses and this and that, change of environment. So I understand that this man must have been overwhelmed because of his job, which kind of job it does. He might be overwhelmed emotionally, physically, and then taking it out on his family with his wife, for example. And it is normal, because even you as a nurse, you go to work and you come back, you feel tired, exhausted. Yeah. Even when your child is crying too much, you can snap.
Get emotional.
Yeah, because you are really exhausted. Yes. So him coming from his own work and then taking job stress home is not fair. Like, it is not fair. So the wife's mentor apologizing on behalf of the wife, because in my opinion, I don't think the wife has done anything wrong.
I want to believe that there is a reason why you must have, carry yourself and go to the mentor. Like, there must be a reason why you've decided that I need to go to the mentor. So I'm not trying to add 1 + 1 I'm just thinking on his behalf. It's not like he said this part, but I'm just thinking that maybe what he's trying to tell us is that maybe the way the wife was dressing at home,
probably,
or maybe the wife was dirty. Maybe the wife was wearing jalamia every time. Sometimes some men want you to be the one to initiate. He said
it that the wife tried to initiate sex, and yet it was not. To long story short, the woman took the man to a nice hotel where they had fun, and the man was happy and he connected with his wife immediately. So why I took out from the video was they only needed a change of environment to spark their relationship.
And it's something important too. Like, if you think you need that kind of thing in your relationship, you can, like, it's an advice. It's something that is advisable for everyone to do. Yeah. Like, the issue now we're having in this story. Why did the mentor's wife, the wife's mentor, apologize on behalf
of the wife? Because the wife didn't do anything wrong. Our only offense was just that she was existing. That was the wife's offense, in my opinion. Like, the mentor apologized. I'm so sorry that you are not sexually attracted to your wife. I will speak to your wife to become more sexually attracted to you, because it doesn't make sense to me. Like, that's just so that was what stemmed up our topic.
And why do you have to go all the way to the mentor and don't talk to your wife? Like, life is not as hard as we think it is. No matter who you are, maybe you are old, you are young. I don't have a mentor. Like, I don't have a mentor. But there are people that my parents are there that my husband can talk to. But
Exactly.
I don't think, before you can get to the essence of talking to my
Reporting
parents,
to your parents. Yeah, talk to me first.
like you get what I'm saying. You're
Talk
going
to me
to
first.
your mentor to discuss your. I'm not trying to bash anybody for whatever decision they make, but I'm just saying that you going
As far as
leaving your wife at home to go and talk to your mentor, to the wife's mentor rather, about your sexual life.
is
I
a
think
lot.
that is extreme. Why not just talk to the wife first? Why not have discussion? Why are you guys married?
Why?
I just feel like the story is not just adding up, or maybe the man did not even say.
But they took
the
down the
necessary
video though.
things.
They took down the video on YouTube though. So I want to believe the man understood what he said. They took down the video on their YouTube page just for you to know they know and understand that this is not LD, because they spilled a lot of things there in the video. Where coming from, I know I might be emotional,
Yeah.
but what I realized in the marriage is the man was 100% enjoying this marriage, and the woman, well, from our own point of view, she might be enjoying it. But if I were to be in her shoes, I'm sorry, probably I'm enjoying
You
it
won't call that
20%.
enjoyment.
Do you understand? Like, because there are a lot of things is spilled there, and I was like, oh gosh, well, it can only be your wife,
They can accept such.
and that's why they say, like, you are made for each other.
Yeah.
You are made for your husband. Do you know?
You
get that?
and your husband, yes, you are made for each other.
You are made
it's
for
not
each
about
other.
one person.
I think that woman is just the right fit for you, because you cannot go and marry a Gen Z body when we change it for you.
Abina.
All these things you are feeling like he said some things that I don't want to just go into it. So what stemmed up today's topic was a wise woman builds.
Being the one accountable for everything in the home.
That is because she, in this case now, this woman has done nothing wrong, but she's the one apologizing. Why?
I don't know.
It needs to change.
Marriage is not about one person. And sometimes I think environment influence a lot about marriage. When we were in Nigeria, I'm sure a lot of people will understand. A lot of families that traveled not only to anywhere, that traveled abroad, maybe US, UK, anywhere in the world, Canada, you will know that the environment has influenced marriage a lot. A lot of things influence marriage. Religious influence marriage. Like, you know, a lot of things. Environments can influence your marriage. And when some environments will favor, like you said earlier, about one person enjoying the marriage more than the other, environment also is a contributing factor. Because I can't imagine in this kind of country we are in, where you need to work, your husband needs to work, you have a growing family, you get what I'm saying? You are working, I am working, we are both stressed. And you are telling me that the wife is the only one that can make the home happy or stand in that kind of environment where we are going through the same kind of stress, and you expect me, you can get away with a lot of things, but me, I still need to uphold the happiness in the home. You understand where I'm coming from? So, which doesn't really make sense to me. I've come to realize that this thing called marriage is not. Yeah, I know we are not trying to be a motivational speaker here. We're not trying to be. This is not a matter of motivational speaker. We're just saying what is just sensible to us. What do you think?
I understand.
What is just sensible? Because at the end of the day, yes, my husband. Yes, this is me. We both need to work together. The scripture even says that can two work together except they agree. Like, it's applicable to marriages. Can you work together unless you agree? Because once you guys are not able to come to agreement on one thing, that can really, really affect the marriage in a lot of ways. In this country now, if I go to work, and because you say you are the husband, you want to eat pounded yam, I will now come from my stressful shifts. Then you want me to come and start cooking pounded yam for you, when you can also help. Because some men, in Nigeria, some men don't cook.
They don't do anything.
And some women have given them that. In Nigeria, they can get away with it. Like, some men don't assist you in kitchen. which are the things that you're talking about spicing up marriage? We don't have to go to hotel to go and spice up. Those are the things you can do. When I'm cooking in the kitchen, you can be there to help me. Those kind of things. We dance together while cooking. If you are Christian, you listen to gospel music together while you are cooking. You get what I'm saying? Those kind of, you can set the mood anywhere. You get what I'm saying? But because you think you are the head of the family, you've been getting away with it in Nigeria, and you get the opportunity to move to travel abroad, and you still want to maintain that kind of energy. You want to continue to sit in the sitting room, or your wife will do the your wife will take care of the baby. Your wife didn't want to wash plate. You want to do the laundry. You are not willing to help. And you are talking about spicing up marriage. Is that not you helping your wife? Is that not a way of spicing up marriage?
Of course it is, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You don't have to buy me Gucci bag. You don't have to buy sometimes those tiny things. Right? You want best, you want care. But I'm still the fact
those little things set the mood. Way. Like spices up. Just your wife she's busy and all. Like she's got 3 shifts. Even if he's washing the
plate before she comes back.
Babe, what would you like for breakfast? What would you like for lunch? What would you like for dinner? Or even when you come to pick up bouquet of flowers, like all those things, little things like that matters. Like it spices the relationship, spices the marriage, makes your partner happy. We talked about in our last episode, happy wife, happy home. Happy home, happy you.
Yeah.
The house cannot be moody, and even when my partner realizes I'm not in a good mood, he doesn't like it. It doesn't like it.
Because everyone will feel it.
It doesn't like it because it feels like I will be talking to him, I'll be giving him one word answer, and he feels like
this is not nice. You get what I'm saying? Just imagine that kind of thing now lingering for a long time.
Both of you will be miserable. He will tell me, he'll be like, babe, do you know these 5 minutes of you being angry, you've just wasted it. You've just been miserable for 5 minutes. And you cannot recuperate it, like you cannot get it back. So it's been wasted, done and dusted. But yeah, I agree there are times you guys fight and all, but just
talk things through. There's no way you won't fight. That one, it's not like 100%. There's no way you won't have disagreement on one thing or the other. Maybe you did something or he did something. Like that one. But they always advise that you try as much as possible before you sleep to talk things through. Before the end of the day, you shall make sure you talk things. You communicate and apologize. Apologizing is very, very important. It's the secret to everything. Even if you are wrong, you are right. You shall apologize. Both parties need to apologize to each other. Like it's very, very important. But at the end of the day, it's not only one person. What we're trying to drive at is the fact that it's not only the woman that is responsible for the home's happiness. Both the husband and the wife, both of us are responsible.
Exactly.
Because you cannot be doing anyhow, and you expect your wife to still remain to be doing. You get what I'm saying? To still remain perfect, to respect, to make you happy, to do everything for you. Both parties need to contribute for the happiness to be in the.
It's just like important. You keep eating the wall, eating the wall. At some point there will be a dent, and in fact that dent, for it to come back to normal, is going to take a long time.
That's if we are even able to get it back to normal.
So why would you keep doing one thing? This thing is not making. Your wife is not happy about it. Your partner, okay, don't let me use your wife. Your partner is not happy about it.
I know you're talking about wife only though, but both parties.
Yeah, your partner is not happy about it, and you keep doing it and doing it and doing it. Like you're just making life miserable for your partner, and you're also indirectly making life miserable for yourself. So that brings up this when marriages are thriving in Nigeria and they come to the UK and just see suddenly the marriage just turns sour. Like
that's because they want to transfer the same thing they were doing in Nigeria to wherever.
It doesn't work. I think some ladies too, when they come to the UK and they see what is actually happening, the freedom, the rights, this and I'm like, wow, I've been suffering, and then they start, they might not necessarily be carrying shoulder, but the little deviance or how you probably talk back to your partner. And the partner will be like, you have grown wings and this and that, and then that's where big fights starts.
The home grows apart and stuff like that.
But it's not. I understand where the woman is coming from, because she'll feel like, so this man has been taking me for a fool in Nigeria. Do you get? So they come to the UK, I'm like, oh my God.
But another thing is that if you have been accepting that kind of thing in Nigeria, you can't expect them to, like, the transitioning will take a while, because if your husband has been the type that are watching football in the sitting room while you are cooking, and now you get to any other part of the country, maybe UK, US, and you're expecting your husband to start coming to the kitchen to sit with you and be singing with you, be romancing, be washing plates while it's going to be hard, because this is the kind of life they are used to, you know, Dogu life in Nigeria. So now they've come to the UK, they might want that kind of thing to continue, which will be hard. I think you just need to communicate well with your husband about things you think, like, you don't like this, you just want him to assist you, you know, because it's stressful. You have a lot of things to think about. You have to work, you have to, like, it's just a lot of things to do. So we are just trying, the conclusion of this whole matter is that both partners needs to work together.
It takes two to tango.
Yes,
It tango.
It does.
To tango. Yeah.
It does. It takes two to tango. So, guys, what do you think about this? What do you think? Is it just the woman that needs to make the home a good home, or does this involve both partner, both
Parties?
Exactly, both parties. So, what do you guys think? We just want you to contribute in the comment section. Okay.
Thank you very much for staying tuned till this time with us, and we appreciate your support so far. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you so
See
much.
you in our next episode. Bye.